700 employees have just been laid off and replaced with AI at Klarna. Klarna has just wiped out 10% of its employees, and that's just the beginning. All of these businesses are about to do the same thing because, think about it, they don't have to pay healthcare benefits anymore. They don't have to worry about workers' comp insurance. They don't have to worry about all the HR issues that come with having a business and dealing with people. They don't have to worry about people needing lunch breaks. They now have AI that can do it around the clock, and all the money that they're going to make now and save. This is just the beginning.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know if all the AI talk is as real as they say it is, because it seems like another excuse for the companies just to get rid of people of high ranking whenever they feel like it, because I don't know, it's a Tuesday. It's really unfortunate that a lot of people are losing their jobs to AI. If that is the actual case, even if it's not, it's still unfortunate that people are losing their jobs. And I hope to see that, people make a comeback, but it's not looking likely, but hopefully it does. We have an upturn and we'll see less of these layoff videos, because this is crazy. I really don't understand how people are making it through this stuff. It's wild.
130 companies plus are laying off in May. Here is a list of some companies laying off in May. For a full list of layoffs, go to warntracker.com. Companies are required to give a 90-day notice. If you are not preparing for the ultimate recession, please do so. Here is a list of the companies. Is your company on the list? Drop your comments here. If you go to Warren Tracker and your company was not on this list, please drop it in the comments. Follow for all things personal finance.
It's crazy to think that this lady just came with a clip that shows 130 companies laying off in the near future. That is insane. 130 companies? You know how many people? Let's just say all those companies just lay off 10,000 people. That's 130,000 people. Just that, in that little instance. It's really sad what this world's coming to with these layoffs, man. Somebody's got I don't believe that this could be legal, but it is happening, so this is crazy.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but in 2025, no job is stable. The moment a company can figure out a way to automate your job with technology, more than likely using AI, they are going to lay you off. The biggest trend I'm seeing with companies right now is trying to figure out how they can get more done or the same done with less people, because people are one of the most expensive parts of a business. So the smaller your headcount is, the more money you can make per employee, the more your stock goes up, the more everybody is happy, except for the employees. So if you're thinking that your job is stable, you need to be looking around and seeing how AI is impacting your job, whether you're in HR, sales, marketing, accounting, it doesn't matter. No one is safe. Companies are wanting to work more efficiently. They're wanting to make more money, and they are actively figuring out how to use technology to replace you. There's literally no such thing as a stable job in 2025.
Unfortunately, what this man is saying is extremely true. We've all been there. We've all seen employees get let go, and we're in some crazy times right now where nobody's sure if they're going to be the next one laid off. So honestly, like he said, no job is stable. I would try to find me some type of way to become more important to either the company or to start your own business. I know I've said that before, but I mean, they're not giving us much of a choice. Try something new. The best thing you can do at this point is probably bet on yourself, because if they do come down with a layoff and you're unprepared, it's going to be a real unfortunate thing for you to have to go through.
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee for the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands. I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks, because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for, is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund. I am incredibly upset and frustrated. There have been several shifts in the company in this last couple of months that I just knew the writing was on the wall, and I knew my time was coming. But the fact that we have an emergency fund, because ultimately that is what matters at the end of the day, is that we have money to pay our mortgage, to pay for our daycare. We have that as a fallback, and I can take time, maybe a week, to just collect my thoughts and put together a strategy for job hunting. Always be prepared for the unexpected, because ultimately companies will always put themselves first. And as much as you want to believe that you're part of the family, you like the people you work with, it's a business transaction. It's a business contract, and you've got to handle it as such. But please know that you are more than your job. You are more than what you do. Have a plan, have an emergency fund. Do not spend more than you need to. Live below your means. We are in strange times. That isn't beside me losing the job, just general messaging. Protect yourselves, treat yourself as a business, and always be looking for better opportunities, because companies would do the same, and they are.
Fortunate you can see the pain in this lady's eyes as she's telling you about her layoff. The one thing that's supposed to be somewhat constant in our lives, it's not so constant anymore. I'm not sure if they're making it this way on purpose, or if people are just putting themselves in situations, which I doubt. This is happening on way too much of a massive scale for it to be everybody else's fault. So with that being said, man, everybody just better stay safe and try to hold on to your job as long as you can.
I've reached a milestone I did not want to reach. 100 jobs. I have officially applied to 100 jobs in 60 days. 100 jobs in 60 days. I don't know what to do with that number. I don't know what I want you to do with that number. I don't know. But I've never been in this place in my life before. I've never felt like this before. I mean, look at me. Look at me today. How I look is exactly how I feel.
Same lady, 60 days later, and she's stressed out. Man, it's just so crazy the times that we live in. And I'm only saying that because I've been through this myself. I've been in this position myself. And after staying home, I know it sounds wonderful, for people who work a long hours. But after staying home for the first 2 weeks, man, you want to lose your mind. It's insane. No other way to put it.
The job market is completely cooked and completely destroyed, and is completely on fucking fire right now. I applied to over hundreds of jobs, little to zero response, and the boomer employees are rich as fuck, and they couldn't give a fuck about us.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie with this one. That's a legit crash out. That was a legit crash out. Like, green flag on this one. But nah, on a serious note, it's messed up that they're going through this. So for it.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I have recently been laid off, like so many people have in this economy. And like so many people in this economy, I have opened an Etsy shop. I'm coming out here on TikTok to speak to my friends, anybody else who happens to get this on your For You page, to say, hey, would you like to come out and see my stuff? There's not much out there, to be perfectly honest. It's just a few things. I wanted to gauge people's interest and to see or to hear back from people giving me creative criticism, telling me what works, what doesn't work, because I honestly need that. I was at my job for a long time, so I'm still trying to puzzle my way through this new reality that I'm facing. And yeah.
Like so many of us, you can see the pain and suffering in this lady's eyes. She's completely devastated from losing her job. I hope things come around for her. Unfortunately, this is just the economy that we live in, and hopefully things will get better. I doubt it though, I'm gonna be honest. It's been pretty rough. It's 2025. We're what, 5 months in? It's not been so promising.
I got laid off today, and I was not going to make a video about this. I wasn't sure that I was going to publicly talk about this, but because we are in 2025 and there is this great layoff movement that is happening and people are going through this every single day, I wanted to come on here and say a couple of things. First things first, if you do not feel secure in your job and if you are afraid of being laid off, trust your discernment. Honey, be prepared. Last year, I recognized that my services were no longer needed within this company. So when the layoff word started being passed around in early 2025, I wholeheartedly believed that my job was going to be at the top of the list of being eliminated. And today, I found out that I was not wrong. So I'll say it again. Step one, if you feel even the teensiest bit of insecurity in that job, believe it. Trust your gut and start preparing. How do you prepare? Get that resume together. If you are able to hire yourself a career coach, do that also. Prepare yourself. If it's been a while since you've been in the job force and you've actually had to look for a job like myself, you need somebody to help teach you how to interview. Guess what? Cover letters, they're coming back. They're making a comeback. You got to learn how to write a cover letter. Sis. Okay? You're going to need somebody to help teach you how to do that. You need a resume update. You need to learn how to write a cover letter. You need some career coaching. Okay? Also, looking at recruiting firms. Find what's out there. LinkedIn will not get you where you want to go. Google will not get you where you want to go. Know what industry that you want to work in and start there. And then find a recruiter or a consulting firm that can help you navigate that space. Get specific. Get your notebook out, get your journal out, and be specific in what you're looking for because you cannot do it on your own. I'm still employed until June 12th, and I'm going to walk you guys through this journey and how I've prepared myself through it, how I prepared my family for it. And do we have everything together? No. However, I will say that mentally being prepared, that is the best place to start. Get your mind prepared. Your body will follow. Everything else will get there. Okay, you don't have to have it all together, but don't be caught off guard. Don't be caught off guard. That's my advice. If you are experiencing or work for one of these big companies and you are looking down the barrel of a layoff in 2025, we're going to talk more about this. I love you guys. Good night.
Sounds like this lady at least tried to have a plan. Sounds like she at least tried to be prepared. Kudos to her on that notice. I mean, honestly, life is very unpredictable. Anything can happen at any time. But I do agree, in certain situations, you do have signs to tell you when or if they're going to lay you off. So you definitely have to be proactive on that note. But this is going to be the end of the video, you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time that I upload. And join the Discord, link will be in the bio. Let me know how I did with this video. Leave some comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.